So in this lesson, we're going to be learning that solo plus all the licks, fills, and little lead things in Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. It's pretty jazzy and kind of rockabilly-ish tune, so you want more of a clean tone probably with some reverb. And if you happen to have a hollow body or semi-hollow body guitar, it works great. This guitar seems to sound pretty good on this tune. So the song, if you hopefully learned the chords, the rhythm part is an A flat, and we're going to be doing a lot of licks in A flat, but also following the chord progression. So the intro starts with this series of double stops. So that's the intro. So that's 16, 18 on the E and B strings. And you slide down. Then the third time, it's 4 eighth notes there. Sorry, 5. Then you go 16, 15. 14, 13. Then 13, 11, 11, 9, 9, 8. And let that ring out, and that's the verse there. So the whole intro. Okay, then you have this fill that comes in on the, let's see, 4th bar of the verse. It's on the 2nd bar when they go to the A flat 9 chord. So we have that thing. So you're going to slide, you're going to bar the E and B strings, slide up to 8. As you're sliding up, you're going to play 10 on the G and 11 on the E string, still barring the 8. So you got and then slide back down. Okay, that's all that fill is. You're basically outlining this chord, or a E7 chord. There's your E flat, your root. There's your 9. So it's like an E9. Okay, then when it goes back around, when it goes back to the A flat 6, you have this really standard rockabilly thing on the A flat. And that's 13 and 12. And you just do a half bend on the 12. That's all that is. That's a really common kind of rockabilly thing. Okay. The A flat root is here. So that note, you're bending the flat third up to the major third. Is what that is. So that's that lick number 2. Then you have the other lick again. And then at the end, right before the bridge, there's just a double stop 16 on B and E strings. That's all that is. So that's just outlining the A flat chord, A flat, and the fifth of A flat. Okay, so now that's it really for the fills. Let's get into the solo. Okay, the solo starts with some pickup notes on the bar before. It's kind of a major-y sound and run here. So that's 8 on the G string, 8, 10, then 8, 9, 11 on the B string. Then we're going to play, we're just outlining an A flat chord here. Same shape as like you play a D. The root note's here, that's A flat. So 8, 9, 8. We're going to hit that 3 times. And you can slide it up to give it kind of that rockabilly sound. So then that lick is 9, 3 times on the B string, 8 twice, 6 once. Back to 9. That is an outline of, because now we're on the A or the E flat 9 chord, and it's just an outline of an E flat 7, which is, the 9 is just an extension of that chord. So that's what you're playing there. There's an E flat 7 chord. You're just playing those 3 notes of it. Okay, so far we have then we have this little lick here, still outlining the E flat 7. That's 6th fret B string, 6 to 8 on the G, then 8 on the D, then 6 on the G, back to 8 on the G. Then we go 8, 6, 7 on the B, half bend, like a little half, maybe even a quarter bend. Then it's 6, 8, 7, 8, 6, 7. So we have so whole thing. Okay, then from there, 8 on the D. Keep in mind too, this is all over the E flat chord. 8, 6, 8. Slide up to 8 on the B. Then 6 with a hammer on pull off to 8. Slide to 4. Back to 6. Then 8, 9. And that puts you back to the A flat chord. Okay, so you can see how he's highlighting the notes of the chords underneath. So nice and slow. Okay, that's the first half. Okay, so the second half starts 8 on the E string, 8, 11, 9 on the B. Then 8 on the G. Then 8 on the B, 11, 9. And then it repeats it, but the rhythm is a little different because it starts on a different part of the bar. So that's how it sounds. Then the third part of that lick is 11, 9, 8, 9, 8. And then there's a little kind of slur of notes after that. So let's take it back from the end of the first part. So right after you do, you slide to 12 on the G string, 10, 12, hammer on, pull off, slide to 8. Then 8, 6, 5 on the D string. So it's okay, after that, you come back up to the 11th fret of the B string. With your third finger, I'm going to say, and you'll see why in a second, you're going to do a full bend here. Full bend, release. So you're bending to this, A flat note. I'm sorry, not A flat, that's C. Then, with your second finger, a half bend on the G string. That's how it ends there, okay? So, 2 times with the bend. Then you do that again. Third time. Then it's 8, 10, 8. Slide to 12, hammer on, pull off to 8, 10, 12, 13. And then he hits the 13 one more time and slides off. And that's it for the solo, okay? So try to go through it, the whole thing one time, nice and slow, so you can see how it feels in the tempo, or the how it feels with the beat. And there you have it. So that's the solo. Then there's a few licks at the very end during the outro. And that's there's some octaves played during that climb up, the rhythm part. right before it goes to the outro. The lead guitar is doing some octaves, starting on 8 on the G, 11 on the E. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's chromatic, and then the last one skips and goes a whole step to the 12th fret. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes into the outro, and the lead part is, sorry. You'll hear him doing this lick where he's sliding, sliding on the G up to 13, and then hitting the 16th fret, E string, and sliding down. And then the last chord, when they go, you're going to play that same chord that you were playing, not quite the same chord, but when you did this, fill, but you're just going to play, you're going to move your index finger up to 9. So it's 9, 10, 11. And that's the last chord that the lead plays. So 11, 9, 10. Whoops, sorry. And then and that's it. Really tasty licks though, and great lead to learn. And I would suggest really analyzing that lead part if you're into improvising and soloing, making up your own stuff. I would suggest really analyzing what notes he's playing where and how they fit with the chords underneath. So I tried to kind of outline that a little bit without getting too daunting for those who are just interested in learning the solo. So that's it for the lead parts to Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.